Good morning, my loves. How are you doing? How is everyone? Happy New Year to you. And welcome to our very first live of 2021. So my first question is, how is the sound? How is the sound on this video? Because I've got a new phone and my old microphone does not work with this because there's nowhere to plug it into the phone. So I'm waiting for a Bluetooth microphone to arrive. But in the meantime, I'm having to kind of go rogue with just the phone on its own. So welcome everyone. I'm posting a link just before Facebook doesn't allow me to do it. So there is a link to my online shop because there's a few things I'm going to be talking about this morning. And if you need the link to have a look at there, that would be wonderful. So good morning, everyone. I've instantly got 24 people watching. How did that happen? Well, I'm very, very grateful for you. So thank you, everyone. I'm going to whiz through and say good morning to everybody. So apologies for this if it's boring to you, but I just love connecting with everyone. Hello to everyone who's watching the replay. If I can't say hello to you, just do appreciate you watching and Happy New Year. So we've got Marianne, we've got Francis, we've got Marcy. Good morning to Leslie Townley. Your crystals are coming out to you today, my love. I haven't been able to get to the post office. Andrea McSkimming, Nicole South. They do look interesting cards, don't they? Birthday twin, Marcy, hello. Lucy Buxton, thank you for the stars, Nancy. Good morning to Karen Harvey. And Lorena is here. Good afternoon from sunny South Africa. Oh, you're making me jealous there, Lorena. I hope you're enjoying that. Vitamin D, we all need that at the moment, don't we? Paulette is here. Thank you for letting me know about the sound checks everyone's doing. Thank you. Mandy's in the house, Mandy Mulhall and Monica Croft. Jane McGuinness is here as well. Robin Steele, good evening to you. Now this screen is flying past so fast. I have missed some people. I've missed Susie Stillwell. I've missed Amanda. I've missed Dawn Johnson, Janine Smelt, and Francis McConaughey. I have not said hello to Andrea McSkimming and to, did I say thank you for the stars, Nancy Sheljavat. Thank you for joining the Path to My Purpose. It's lovely to have you in there, as it is Mandy as well. Diane Andrews is watching. Good morning. Monica Glassman. Ambika's watching as well. Mary Chu is watching. Hello. Now, you've given me your date of birth, but I don't do astrological readings. So you'll get to see how my readings work here. We don't do individual readings for each person. No, we don't do that. We do one for everybody, but all at the same time. And let's see. Who else have I missed? Monica Croft. I think I said hello to you. Debbie Kershaw's in the house. Hello, darling. I miss you so much. Can't tell you how much. We need to do something. We need to hatch a plan. I hope you're well, darling. Elaine Sagar is here. Linda Biles, Karen Taylor, and Kerry White. Lovely to have you in Path to My Purpose, and Linda Biles as well. Karen Taylor, Andrea Bowen, Carol McGough, Gwen Dixon, Linda Biles, thank you for the stars. Lauren Bahar's watching as well. Hanny Schmidt, and the Buddha's gorgeous, isn't it? Now these are on my online shop, so that's why I needed to post the link to my online shop. He's enormous, this Buddha, absolutely enormous. Rose quartz, absolutely beautiful. So you know it's good luck to rub the Buddha's tummy, and each type of variety of crystal that the Buddha is formed in has an extra kind of dose of something special. So for rose quartz, healing, love, compassion, unconditional love for yourself. Deirdre's here, Susan Donnelly's here, Donna Green's watching, and Barbara Phipps is watching. Right, I'm going to get started because I could just sit here all day saying everybody's hellos, but it wouldn't get me doing the angel messages, would it? It's going to move a little Buddha out of the way there. Going to pop this here. the Gemma Crow card stand. Joy Cook's here as well. So we're going to have a look at some angel messages for the week. So seeing this is the first week of 2021, I'm going to draw 3 cards from the angel cards. Oh, now what's happened to the stand? The wings have got bent a little bit, so let's pop that back in there. It's my ruggedness with the stand. And you should see, like this table looks lovely, doesn't it? But you should see the carnage that is on either side of it. So you creatives who are watching, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a little bit like the swan, you know. It's gliding on the surface and it's all chaos underneath. It's not really chaos, but you know, it's messy. Got to tidy up today. All right, now I'm drawing 3 cards because A, it's the first week of 2021. Happy New Year to you all. How are you feeling? How are you feeling as we take our first tentative steps into the new year? There's lots of planets moving positions. So, Venus is moving into Capricorn. Mars is moving into Taurus. Mercury's moving into... What's Mercury moving into? Is it moving into Aquarius? Anyway, there's all these signs that are moving, changing. These planets and luminaries that are shifting. So we're going to have a week of feeling the shift, feeling the changes. When these planets move, and collectively 4 of them doing it all, then we're going to have this kind of sense of something's brewing. So you might get, so I think there's some kind of conjunction between Pluto and Mercury this week. And what that means is, from what I've read, is things are going to come to light. Information is going to come to light. So it can do on a global world level. So look out for news. There's going to be lots of news this week coming to light. That has been hidden. It's been under wraps and it's going to be revealed. And this could also impact you personally as well. Something revealed to you. So I hope it's good news. I'm sure it will be, my loves. All right, so let's have a look at the first part of the week. And here we have the 7 of Earth. So this is very representative of that beautiful Capricorn energy. We're in Capricorn season at the moment. The sun is in there. Venus has just gone into Capricorn. And this is about our dedication to grafting, to working hard. Because Capricorn is the mountain goat sign. And Capricorn represents our determination to keep on climbing. So we had a lot of planets in Sagittarius and they moved into Capricorn. So Sagittarius was setting our goals. It was all about thrusting forward. It was all about being very kind of optimistic and confident about what we wanted to achieve. So we got that in place. Now the hard work begins. Now the determination begins. And the thing with Capricorn energy is Capricorn just keeps showing up. It's ruled by Saturn, and Saturn's all about, you know, if you don't do hard work, you know, that's got to be part of the plan. You can't have miracles happening all the time. You've got to show your dedication. You've got to get those thigh muscles nice and toned, walking up that hill, walking up those mountains that you're trying to climb. So it's really important that you don't have these really high expectations for everything miraculously being perfect. So you set a goal and, you know, say, I don't know, you've got a fitness goal. So say you want to run a 5K, a 5-kilometre race or 5-kilometre distance, but you never do any running. But you got your new running shoes, you got your new workout gear, and then you try and run 5K and you're absolutely exhausted. And so you go, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore. This is rubbish. So Saturn and Capricorn energy is saying to you at the beginning of the week, hang on in there, because this is where the hard work and dedication begins. Or you committing to our goals. We have to put the grunt work in order to get the results out the other side of it. So this is about planting seeds that are going to nourish you and are going to feed you in the months to come. So by the next time we have another earth sign season, which will be Taurus season, which begins around the 21st, 22nd of April, that is where we're going to see those green shoots blossoming into these gorgeous flowers and this, you know, the things that are going to serve us later. We're going to serve up later. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to everyone. So anybody got anything you've started that you've been sitting, working on your goals, thinking about this is what I want to achieve in 2021? What are you doing and how are you moving along with that? And are you already feeling the pressure, like I just want to see the instant results and they're not happening for me? Anybody feeling like that? Now, I didn't do much working out over Christmas. So when we got to after, the Christmas Day, Boxing Day, I started to work out again. And oh my goodness, because I've been eating loads, I've been drinking alcohol, and I wasn't in the kind of most flexible of states. I found the workouts really hard. And then picking it back up again as well yesterday and this morning, I found that tough. And but the important thing is just showing up. If you can only do 10 minutes, well, it's 10 minutes more than you would have done, it's that kind of message for you. So keep going, because your determination will see you through later on. So this card represents the second part of the week. So the middle of the week, it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And this is the moon. So it's lovely to see a beautiful archangel showing up to give us a hand. And we haven't, have you noticed, the middle of the week, after all that's, we set the goals and now this is the reality. We're in the reality stage. And the moon starts to make us question the commitment to those goals. People say about New Year's resolutions that there's only a very small percentage of them that actually people maintain, because we set ourselves these moonshot goals and we go at it like a bull at a gate, and then we start to lose momentum. We start to lose confidence in ourselves, or it feels tough, or, we're in lockdown and we start to want comfort, and we find comfort from the things of the past, the old habits that we had. So Archangel Haniel is the angel who helps us to awaken our third eye chakra. So she's working with you midweek through to the end of the weekdays to say, look, the things that you did in the past, some of them worked, but some of them didn't work. So you can't cast the lens of the past onto this new year. You have to get new habits, new ways of thinking. Maybe you have to follow new people on social media. Maybe you have to have a bit of a cull on social media. I found when we got into this, here in the UK, we're going through these tier systems, and they're just tightening the tiers up and introducing new ones, and it's all a bit, every day you think, oh gosh, what's coming next? And I've noticed this kind of, people are getting really argumentative with one another on social media. They're being triggered by things. So somebody will write something very innocent and lovely, and then somebody will put some really snidey remark about it and try and find the negative within it. Have you noticed that? So what I'm doing is I'm either muting that person who's being a bit negative, so because I understand where the negativity is coming from, but I don't want to be fed that on a daily basis. And some people I've just kind of switched off completely. I've found new people to inspire me. And hey, look, we can't get up every day and go, oh, the world's perfect, when it isn't. And we've got to be realistic. So the moon with Archangel Haniel, she's saying, let's not live in a bubble and pretend that everything's amazing. But we have to believe in a better future. And that can't come from outside of ourselves. It has to come from the things that we do, the way that we communicate, the messages that we put out for others, because when we're all grumpy and snappy and snidey, that's not helping other people, because they're seeing that as well. So Archangel Haniel wants us to find that gentle strength and power within us. So are you all still there? Because I'm not seeing any comments at all. All I'm seeing is who's joining, and I'm seeing some little hearts floating up. So if you're commenting, it's not showing me. I'm really sorry about that. All right, my loves. So our third message represents the weekend. And I hope you can still hear me. Is everybody still able to hear me? Because Facebook's turned the comments off for some strange reason. And we have the Ten of Fire. So the Ten of Fire is something coming to a head. So, I talked about that there's this conjunction, this Mercury and Pluto. are going to be connected in the sky in some way this week, which brings things that are hidden to light. And this may be the time when it kind of hits you, you know, when we get this reality check where we sort of think, I don't know how I feel about this, and it may make you feel a little bit overwhelmed. So I think that the kind of tone of this week is all about finding those goals that we feel that we can realistically stick to. So that's the seven of earth. Then really trusting and believing that new habits that we form will see us through. And if we want to do new things but we don't change our behavior, then we're always going to be looking back, and we're always going to be allowing ourselves to be defeated. So whatever you nourish yourself with is really important. Whatever you feed your body with, feed your mind with, who you surround yourself by. At the moment, it seems to be virtually, so that's really key because we're looking for our companionship online. So hang out with those good people, my loves. And try not to feel overwhelmed. Now, this isn't a prediction of being overwhelmed. This is about a sense check. This is about checking in with yourself and saying, have I bitten off more than I can chew? Have I set myself resolutions and goals that are just too massive for me? Maybe I need to break them down a little bit. Maybe I need to... right. So I have seen a comment. Comments are back. Fantastic. Thank you. So this is coming to the end of anything that you've been punishing yourself around. So maybe you went really gung-ho on the whole healthy eating thing, or, you know, you were determined to do something and it just all got too much. So give yourself a break. This is what the message is. It's really important to give yourself a break, to not only set goals and be strict with yourself in you know, trying to achieve those goals, but also being kind to yourself in the process, rewarding yourself, patting yourself on the back, even if you don't achieve those goals, saying, hey, you know, I tried, and I can do this. So, you know, the other thing, Colleen's just mentioned about you've got this legal battle and you really want it to come to an end, is not fixating on things. The turn of earth, a 10 of fire tends to be about, well, we just let ourselves implode with something that we're fixated on an outcome with. And remember Archangel Haniel's message there midweek. She's saying to us, in order to achieve new things, we have to change our focus. So sometimes we can be very fixed on an outcome in a certain way. And maybe we need to invent a new outcome for ourselves. So if we're hoping for something to land in our lives, we have to bear in mind that things might change. So we've got to have a backup plan. We've got to think about, how can I personally achieve the same outcome doing something else? And then I've got my backup, I've got my plan B. So there are the angel messages for the week. I hope those sound good. Now, I don't want anybody to sit there thinking, oh no, they're really tense and you know, it's all hard work. I think that because we're in this very strong Saturnian energy, which is the ruler of Capricorn, we're in Capricorn season, it's all about sorting ourselves out. It's about saying, within me, I have all the tools that I need to make my life as good as I want it to be. And those internal influences are where I'm going to have to dig into. I'm going to have to get on with the goals that I've set, because they're not going to magically do themselves. It's not going to be like Fantasia, you know, where we can just get a load of brooms to duplicate and just go around cleaning up. We have to think differently. We have to look at what we believe in and who we're allowing to influence us, and we need to get ourselves into balance. So if there's anything that's making you stressful at the weekend, you maybe need to think about, what have I committed to that I've overstretched myself in? Why do I have to keep on doing what I'm doing? Am I juggling all these balls, and maybe I need to drop a few, or maybe I need to pass them on to somebody else to help me. But to help yourself, okay? To really listen to your body and your mind, and if it's feeling stressed to do something, take some action around that. Now, new practices. What I thought I'd just share with you is the other day, let me just grab this. This is funny because my friend Debbie posted something the other day about being kind, and I had already been to the shops and I'd bought myself this little notepad. that says be kind on it with a little B. And I thought I'm going to write myself little journal notes for 2021. This is going to be one of my practices for 2021, but I'm not going to commit to doing it every day. I'm just going to do it at least at the beginning of the week and see how I get on. So I've just called it Thoughts About Things for 2021. And I have been committing to drawing one of my own cards from my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty deck for the start of the week, and just to muse on what are the messages that are being passed on to me through this card for the week. So this is the card that I chose today, this morning, just before I went live with you. And it's this love card, the number 15. Find new meaning, navigate your way. So the way that I've kind of approached that is I just wrote those words down. And then I just did some automatic writing with some questions. What questions came up for me when I pulled that card out? So I felt it was meaning find new pearls of wisdom within the old. So what am I doing already that I can shake up and renew a bit to make it fresher and more interesting? So those are the questions I'm going to ask myself. So how can I shake up old routines that feel dull? What do I love? How can I do more of it? What's my plan for the week? And I don't have the answers to those, but I'm going to let them come to me, and I'm going to write them down on the next page when I get around to doing that. So that is just something I wanted to share with you. That's a little practice that I've started. Okay, my loves. What are you saying? Tundi, thank you so much for the wonderful reading. The messages from the first card really resonate with you. As yesterday, we were thinking so much about setting up clear intentions for the year. Oh, bless you. Now, I just want to take a moment to say happy birthday to a beautiful soul who's in the group this morning, and that is Sonia Anders. Happy birthday. Now, it's the end of the day for you because you're in Australia, and so you've kind of had your birthday, but I just wanted to take a moment to say happy birthday to you. And if anybody else's birthday today, let me know. Happy birthday to you, my sweets. Lots of love to you. Many happy returns. All right, now, this is where we get interactive. This is where we get to pick an individual message for yourself. So we have the clear crystal, which is number 1. We have the blue crystal, which is number 2. And we have the pink crystal, which is number 3. So which one do you fancy? Which one is speaking to you? And I will share your messages with you today in this brand new week first proper week of 2021. So if you chose number 1, I'm going to tell you which card decks I'm using. So these little giraffes are my affirmations of wisdom and beauty. This is my own little deck of affirmation cards. You can find them here. Just going to post the link for you. No, it's not working now. Okay. Well, there's a link further up. If you go back, there's a link to my website. So here is your upside down affirmation. I allow my feelings to guide me. I accept the need to be patient and still. Life will soon be in motion again. Oh, that's a really perfect message for this week, isn't it? Because we had this very strong message about, this kind of thing. You've just got to get on with things. I might be having to recalibrate my life. Got to think about where I'm out of balance, where I need to retune things. But be patient, because life will soon be in motion again. And Archangel Haniel is working with you through your third eye, through your trust and your belief. Believing is seeing. It's not seeing, it's believing. It's believing is seeing when it comes to Archangel Haniel. So that is your affirmation for this week, my loves. I'm going to do that card first. Now, this card comes from this beautiful deck called the Archetypes Cards by Caroline Miss. Okay, so this is your archetype as you're walking into 2021. What is the archetype? The energy you're bringing with you, the character role you're playing, the kind of cloak you're wearing. Oh, the goddess. I like this. I hope you like it, number 1s. And it says, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. So look at her. She's just like, I'm all that. I'm amazing. So the goddess is just Mother Earth. It's connecting with the earth. So remember, we had the 7 of Earth here. We're in Capricorn season, right? Sun's in Capricorn. And that's all about grounding ourselves. It's about being patient. It's about, you know, when a seed is planted, it takes a while to grow. This is you blossoming and growing into your goddess, feminine energy. And even if you're a male, we all have divine masculine and feminine within us. And through that wisdom, that is your life force as you go into 2021. Now, all archetypes, all character traits have light sides and shadow sides. So that's the light of it. Now, the shadow is kind of the flip side, and that is exploitation of the female nature and form. So goddess energy is, it can be like, well, we flirt to get something. You know, it kind of reminds me of that film with Julia Roberts. I can't remember the name of it. It's completely escaped me. Where she's helping the people who live in the town who've got the contaminated water, and she's doing this legal battle. Can anybody help me with that? And she's trying to get this information out of this guy, and she's got her really low cut bra, and she's kind of leaning over the counter to get what she wants. So that's the shadow attribute of it. You know, where we kind of manipulate others through our coyness and our charms, shall we say. Erin Brockovich, Nicole, thank you. Erin Brockovich, I love that film. I'm actually going to write that down in my journal because I want to watch that film. I love it. It's very, very empowering, that film, isn't it? Where she comes from nothing to becoming this really powerful figure. And she becomes very abundant at the end of it as well. Thank you, everyone, for reminding me. It's Erin Brockovich. Great film, that. So there you go. So you want to be the kind of tough Erin Brockovich rather than the seductive one. I guess that message is saying to you. And then this is from the Crystal. Where are they? Find them. Crystal Angels deck. Okay. So, oops, your crystal going into 2021. Are you ready? Is citrine. Oh, that's fantastic. So, interestingly, the goddess archetype energy that you're embodying is sacral chakra. It's all about our passion and our power, but our feminine power, and to create and to be grounded and to be joyous. And citrine is the crystal that's associated with the sacral chakra. So, the message here is unnecessary worry. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. And so whatever you believe in, whatever higher power or divinity that you believe in, give it to them in order to resolve, and keep on doing what you're doing. So sort out anywhere where you're feeling out of balance and stressed. Really connect with that. Think about what's making me feel stressed. What can I do about it? Where am I powerful? Because that's that goddess energy. To be in the moment, to be present, to connect with this beautiful feminine energy of Archangel Haniel, which is our divine inner wisdom and our grace and femininity, feminine power. And not to worry, because all is well, all always works out well for you. So aren't those lovely, those beautiful messages? So citrine is a really gorgeous crystal. I'm just looking to say, oh, I've got some over here. I'll show you a citrine crystal. It's that sort of orange colour. Now, natural citrine is a very pale colour, but this is heat treated, but I don't care because I just love it anyway. So citrine's very good for attracting wealth into your life. Okay, so number 2, your message. So we'll start with your affirmation. Oh, isn't that interesting? We just had the message about money, and here we go. Donna, you can work with whatever you want. Peach, moonstone and citrine, absolutely. As I respect money, money respects me. I take conscious steps to create a wealthier life for myself. So this is bananas, Sue, boys, yes. I didn't spot you. Do you know that I had that in my mind? You and me, we were swapping that. It's kind of a private joke between. Sorry, I don't you hate private jokes? I can't tell you what it is either. But anyway, it's all about having respect for money. So saying, you know, that in my I have a program, which is a video workshop called the Complete Wealth Magnet program. And in it, we talk about, you know, we just sort of don't respect money. We just think, oh, it's only 5 cents or 5 pence, whatever. But can you imagine? So use the analogy of you're trying to park your car and the car park, you're in a hurry, you're late for a meeting, and the car parking machine needs cash. And you look in your bag and you don't have, you've got £4.95 or $4.95. And you're panicking, you think, oh, 5 pence, 5 cents short. And then you dig around on the bottom of your handbag and you find 5p. And in that moment, you're just so grateful for that 5 pence. So this is about respecting all money. You know, the penny that you find on the floor, the £5 that you find in your pocket when you're, you know, putting a coat on that you haven't worn for a while. It's respecting money in every way. And when you spend it, when you earn it, when anybody gives you money, to be grateful for every single cent. And when you have that respect for that money, the money respects you. And you create more wealth because you have that utmost respect for this as an energetic thing in your life that you can do really good things with. So you can do so much good with wealth, as well as enjoying it yourself. You can give back to others in lots of different ways. All right, so number 2, your archetype for 2021 is the mother energy. So we've got a lot of very feminine energy today, haven't we? So that is nurturing, patience or nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. So that is that kind of light side of being a mother. So this morning my daughter she had a lecture, an online lecture, so she's there working away. And so I brought her a little bit of breakfast up to her room, a cup of tea. And it's that sweetness, that joy in helping others, to giving back to others, being supportive of others. Just in the same way that we really enjoy being on the receiving end of that. It's lovely when somebody does a very kind of motherly gesture to you, isn't it? But however, the shadow side of that is smothering. So I've got to let go of my daughter. She's going back to university, and it will be so easy for me to be in smothery mode where I could make her feel bad and go like, don't leave me. Or the other side of that, where you just abandon whatever you've created, or your children, or somebody who you've been mothering, and you think, no, I just want to put my own needs first. You know, this whole instilling guilt for becoming independent. Did your mother ever do that to you? You know, oh, you never come and see me, you never call me, or, you know, some people make you feel bad for getting on with your life or having other friends. Or do you ever experience that where somebody's jealous of you if you've got one friend that you're getting close to and then you're not seeing as much of another friend? So this is saying to you, you know, be giving and nurturing for the sake of being giving and nurturing. We're not expecting anything in return from the other party. And don't smother them, you know, don't make them feel as though they're the be all and end all of your life. You just have to do it with an open heart, I guess. So your final card is the crystal. So you're walking into 2021 with this crystal, and it is calcite. So this is the yellow orange version of calcite. So again, that orangey, deep sort of orange colour is very much associated with the sacral chakra, because that is the place we're born. That is what we're giving birth to. So it feels like you're going to be doing a lot of creating and nurturing of something or someone in 2021. So enjoy that. And it may be bringing money to you as well. And respect it. Respect every last cent, every last penny that you get from that. Busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. So when we're busy and we're running around or we're being motherly and we're fussing and, smothering, we're going to think about what we're holding on to, what we're afraid to delegate to others. If we let go of something, will it mean that we're less powerful? So you have to think about, sometimes if we try and pack so much into our day, into our diary, what are the reasons that we're doing that? Are we afraid of the aloneness, the stillness, the quiet time? Because those emotions come up when we're quiet. We start thinking thoughts that we don't want to think, but sometimes they just want to emerge and we have to let them, because better out than in. So isn't that beautiful? I have to be careful when I read the words on these cards, because people correct me, people private message me and tell me that I got something wrong. So I'm sorry about that. You try reading a card when it's in front of a camera and you're craning your neck. It's awful difficult. So if I got words wrong, I'm sorry, I'm human. Okay, so our final pile of cards is number 3. So your affirmation is, I do not wait for the green light. I am the green light. So this is all about, I don't need permission. I don't need permission from other people to do what I want to do, to be who I want to be. And it's important for you to, if something's stuck at the moment, if you feel, so for example, I know that we're in this tier 3 at the moment in my part of the country. We're going to go into tier 4 soon. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. And I could go, there's things I can't do now. But you got to think about what can be done. This is where your resourcefulness really comes to the fore. We got to think outside the box. And we don't wait for the green light from others. We give ourselves permission, okay? Now, I'm not being trivial about this. I know it's difficult for everybody. But there are things we can do. And I see examples of that every day around me from the people that I follow that are so inspirational. So look at what can be done, get inspired by that, and be the change that you want to see in the world. That is the message for you here. And your archetype today, my loves, number 3, is the warrior. Yes, that's the warrior energy. I am the green light. I'm showing others how to turn their green lights on. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. So this again is even more sacral chakra energy. It's a bit of solar plexus energy as well. It's those 2 energy centers vibing off each other because they're in alignment with one another. So the sacral chakra is around the navel area. The solar plexus chakra is higher up, so it's sort of below the breastbone. So it's the orange and the yellow working in unison. It's that feminine energy that is so, if you think about a mother lioness and she protects her cubs, the feminine animals in the wild, they're tougher than the males. Males are out hunting and the females have got to be there trying to protect the next generation. So it's all of that strength that you've got within you that sometimes we don't find that strength until we're dropped into the hottest of water, until we're put under pressure, and that's when we can become everything that we know was lying dormant within us. And then, of course, the shadow side of that is trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. So that's like leapfrogging over somebody else, like I see this, where somebody's created a Facebook group and, they've got the followers, they've spent the money and the time creating that group, and then other people will come in there and start promoting their own products in it or their own businesses in it. And I just think, wow, that's a little bit shady. So it's that kind of practice where you're trying to leapfrog off the back of somebody else. You're trying to get higher than somebody else off the back of their efforts. Indifference to the suffering inflicted on others by, the methods that you use. So warrior energies are not about being shady. It's not about saying, how can I get one over on you? How can I be in competition with you? It's about, there's room for everyone. There's abundance for everyone. and we can all have our share of it, and let's lift each other up, not try and push each other down to get higher. So it's a really lovely card, that, and that's what you're embodying. You're embodying the light side of that. And number 3 is, yes, Sonia, you know, if you pick a certain pile but another one resonates far more with you, then take them both, because the one that's not resonating may be leading you towards what's coming next, if that makes sense. So we have smoky quartz. I've got some smoky quartz here. Let's see. Oh, I had calcite as well. Actually, let me just bring the calcite in. Now this is blue calcite, but it comes in different shades. So calcite's lovely. It's got these lovely markings on it. It comes in lots of different colours. This is smoky quartz. This is a more, can you see it's got a lot of inclusions in it? So this wouldn't be very high grade smoky quartz, but nonetheless, I love it. Do you know the more imperfect crystals are? I love them. I used to be one for always looking for something that's very posh and perfect, and now I'm kind of drawn to the ones that are blemished. And so smoky quartz is, it's all about clearing toxins. So all quartz stones, all of the family of quartz stones, have this cleansing ability, this regulating of dissonant energy. But smoky quartz is very good for removing toxic things. So, you know, a lot of people write to me and they'll go, oh, I'll work with somebody who's very toxic. I've got this toxic person around me. And smoky quartz is a really good way of kind of deflecting that. It acts like a shield. It's really good if you've got toxins in your body in any way. So, Nancy, yes, you do love the calcite sphere, and it is beautiful, that smoky quartz standing point, isn't it? So your crystal for 2021 here is smoky quartz, and it's all about clearing negativity. So we might have negativity inside of us. Somebody, one of my Facebook friends, posted something about complaining and said, you know, really be conscious about not complaining. Catch yourself complaining and try and stop, because what you do is you infect others with your complaints. And you know what? I really needed to hear that, because I thought, yeah, I grumble and I groan on, and I'm going to be very conscious of not doing that in 2021. Trying anyway. So it's all about clearing negativity, releasing negativity from within or around you. So what a beautiful message. And they're lovely cards for you all this morning, because you all deserve these gorgeous messages, don't you, my loves? Now, a couple of things before I go. I just wanted to talk about the Crystal Collective, which is my brand new group, and I was doing an early bird rate to join this because it started today. And our crystal of the week, so we have a crystal of the week. Crystal of the week is rose quartz, so you can learn all about that throughout the week. Now the price was £21 to join the early bird, and that's gone now. But the regular price is £30 for the whole year. But for today only, I have brought it back down to £25. So £25 for the whole year to join the Crystal Collective. You get 12 months free membership of the group. You get Crystal of the Week. So we're learning all about rose quartz this week. Things that you don't know about it, like why is it pink? What are the myths and legends, particularly the ancient Greeks? And what different shapes of rose quartz do for you. You get 2 crystal power meditations each month, and you also get 10% off all of the crystals and crystal related products, readings, that kind of thing in there. So the link I'm going to post, there is already a link to the crystal, to all of my products in my online shop. Crystal Collective's right at the top when you go into the online shop, but I'll post a separate link. So I'd love you to join me. We've got like 71 beautiful souls in there at the moment. I'd love to have more. And you can join at any time and take advantage of all of that. So thank you so much, everybody. And welcome to 2021. I'm so glad to have you here with me. I'm so grateful for all of your support in 2020. And let's together make this as beautiful a year as we possibly can and support each other through all of the lows and celebrate all the highs. So take care, my loves. Bye for now, and I'll see you very soon.